everybody. We are live from ISTE 2015. This is the live episode of the TechEducator Podcast. My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Seemed like the thing to do.
I'm Josh.
David. I don't know.
And welcome to the TechEducator Live. This is episode number 96, I believe we are at. 97, I believe it is. 97. We're going to start over again. Hey, welcome live from ISTE. My name is Jeff. Guys, we are here at ISTE. I am so thrilled that everybody is here today. How many of you guys are experiencing your first ISTE?
Nice.
Me.
Josh, what do you think so far?
It's insanity times 7,000. I can't handle it. I'm from a town of 7,000 originally, and there are 3 times that many people just in this little square. So,
Josh, there were that many people in line for the bathroom a minute ago.
yeah.
Chris, what do you think?
I've been here an hour and a half or so, and my mind is just blown. And I've only been here. I've only been with you.
It's amazing. We are here live in the Bloggers Cafe, and we have about 200 people here or so, ranging from, I'd say 4 months old to about...
That's Gibson.
What?
That's Gibson, Kevin Honeycutt's kid.
Ah.
It sure is.
Very, very nice. Well, we have a large audience here. And, of course, if you are live on the teachercast.tv, we want to say thank you for being here. We are here every single Sunday night at 7 o'clock on the TechEducator Podcast, which can be found over at TechEducatorPodcast.com. Guys, on last week we did our big pre-ISTE conference where we talked to Matt Harris, who's going to be on Sunday with us. And we were talking about what to do, how to prepare. What are you guys looking forward to at ISTE this year?
Puppets and robots, mainly. There's a puppet making workshop, and there's a great robot workshop and a robot playground, and robots, puppets.
And you're going to be talking about robots and puppets Tuesday afternoon, is that right?
That's right. That's just K5 STEM and robotics, but that STEM, that's all about puppets, because actually building a puppet, that's an engineering challenge.
What is an engineering challenge?
An engineering challenge, it's like, I want to make something out of something else. How do I do it?
David, what do you think about today? Are you looking forward to any speeches, presentations?
I'm really looking forward to the podcasting Birds of a Feather tonight, 5:45 to 6:30. That's something that I've been looking forward to for the last couple of weeks.
We are looking forward to that. We have a great session coming up later for that podcasters Birds of a Feather, and basically the idea is we just wanted to get a bunch of podcasters together to talk about things. We realized that there was 5 of us, but there's probably a lot more podcasters out there, and what if we got together and really learned how to do this, shared some tips and tricks. Now, Jeff, you've been podcasting for a while. What are you looking forward to as a podcaster here? And as a podcaster, how do you navigate your way through ISTE?
Yeah, so I'm excited to be able to meet face to face with other great podcasters, and additionally meet face to face. I know that we've invited podcast listeners as well, and part of the fun behind that is being able to get feedback on your show, listen to some of the things that people may want to share with you about shows they listen to outside of yours. It's just a great opportunity to maybe find out how other podcasters produce their podcasts and might be able to take tips back to your own show to make it just that much better. So I think that's a really great opportunity for podcasters to be able to attend a session like that. Additionally, so your second part of the question, how does a podcaster like myself navigate through ISTE? I really look for opportunities just to network, and the Bloggers Cafe is a phenomenal place to see a lot of the great keynote speakers and Ignite speakers and presenters in general. It's really a nice spot for that to take place. Additionally, I love going to Ignite sessions. I love going to poster sessions. They're a little bit more personal. You get a little one-on-one time with the person presenting it. So I look for more of the opportunities to have conversations.
Now, are you here to get interviews or to just make friends and connect with people? And what are your...
Yeah, it's a good combination of a lot of it. I like going to some of the Ignite sessions, like I said. I'll definitely spend some time on the expo floor and do some interviews with vendors, some up-and-comers, and new people to the ed tech space that I think might have a name for themselves in the near future. And, I've sat down talked with Richard Byrne and Sue Gorman and Josh Stumpenhorst, just kind of randomly as, informal conversations, and that's been really great too.
Now, Chris, you have a Twitter chat that happens on Sunday nights. It was very, very busy last night, called Podcast PD. Tell us a little bit about what that group of people are doing here at ISTE to share the love of podcasting and education.
Well, yes, the Podcast PD chat was, thank you, Josh. Team effort here.
Make myself useful.
Yeah, there you go. It's an opportunity for people interested in incorporating podcasts into their classroom, either for professional purposes or even those that are interested in doing it personally. It's a place and a chat where people can come together and talk about, podcasting and how it all fits in. And everybody from the chat has been invited to come to the meetup and the Birds of a Feather session. It's going to be really awesome.
Now, Wokka, you've started a chat of your own called Puppet PD. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. Well, Puppet PD is really I don't have a Twitter chat called Puppet PD, Jeff.
What do you mean?
No, I mean.
What are you waiting for?
Right,
Yeah.
I guess I should get right on that.
Anybody? I saw you earlier talking to Susan about TweetMe, the new app that can teach people how to do Twitter chats. You should get on to do Puppet PD. I'm sure you could get.
I just downloaded the app.
Well, what do you think so far?
It hasn't caught me yet.
Oh, are you interested in starting a Puppet PD chat?
I am, and I have 7 puppet friends who could help me out with that.
That's awesome.
They all have Twitter handles.
I saw a new puppet the other day. Does one of your friends have now lights around his face?
Oh yeah, that's Notorious LED.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
His name is Notorious LED. That stands for Lovable Electric Dude.
Very cool.
He lights up, which is unsettling.
Wow. I'm glad that we're here. I really wanted us to get together and do a show together. And today is really about saying thank you. We've done 97 episodes together. And it really is about giving back to the community and giving back to those who have helped us out. Recently, TeacherCast put together a collaborative post of the 28 of the best people that we can possibly, say thank you to and follow.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, Wokka?
Thank you.
Oh.
I never get to kiss him. I can now because he's an ISTE.
Oh.
And I'm going to kiss you too.
That's
awesome.
Wow.
Thanks, Wokka.
I didn't think we needed to stretch that much. And anyway, like I said, we're here to say thank you. And one of the ways that we want to say thank you is by giving free stuff away. Jeff, can you tell us a little bit about some of these free things that we're giving away right now live during the show?
Yeah, so during the show, for the rest of the show, we're going to start tweeting out to the TechEducator hashtag. We'll also tweet it out to the ISTE 2015 hashtag. But if you just find us on Twitter at TechEducator, the hashtag TechEducator, and find the tweet that we tweet out, we're going to be giving out some great apps coming up here in the near future. So look out for those tweets. All you need to do is retweet it to enter, and we'll be giving away at random some great apps for the rest of the show.
We have a bunch of copies of Camtasia to give out. We have a bunch of copies of Snagit to give out. We have some pro accounts from our friends over at the EduBlogs. And I'm going to start off by Can I offer somebody to get a free present right now?
Sure.
Because I'm sitting here on the chat over on teachercast.tv, and I see I'm gonna botch the name here. Is it Carissa, who says she is going to be driving to a dentist appointment?
Oh.
And Carissa, if you're there, please reach out to @InstTechTalk on the TechEducator hashtag. I think that she deserves at least something.
We'll make it happen.
I'm not sure what's more painful, listening to this or going to the dentist, but she still deserves something.
She can do both.
She can do both. And you know how she does both? She can download the new Educational Podcasting Today app, where you can be watching this show live while you're driving.
That's a professional.
That was a professional segue. That was better than most of the ones I do.
That's how they do it in the big leagues, guys. That's good. That's good.
So check us out. We have a lot of giveaways here. Chris and Jeff are going to be manning the giveaways. Guys, I want to do a segue and talk about our audience. Our audience is live every single week, and they are amazing. They come out every single Sunday and listen to us talk. And did you know that half of our audience is here today?
There she is.
Yes.
She is sitting over here. I would like to welcome half of the TeacherCast Nation. Come on over here, ma'am.
Come on in, Peggy George.
We all need to.
Do I need to bring my chair?
No, we got one here. Josh, get out.
Oh, Josh.
Josh, get out.
Okay.
Josh, get
No. You can stay in here.
Come
Yeah.
on back, Josh.
That's one of my favorite things that's happened on TeacherCast.
I've done
Somebody
600
gets the boot.
shows. What are you talking about?
Gets
I
the
know.
boot.
No, really.
If you want Josh to stay, call now.
I thought I didn't want to be mean. I just thought
Sweet.
his screen froze. So.
I was just
High five,
logging
Josh.
into the chat and I didn't get in, so no.
All right. So my 3 favorite words that I get to say every year, ladies and gentlemen, Peggy, George. That's 4 words.
That's
Ladies and
boring.
Peggy George. Peggy, how are you?
I am just fine, Jeff. How are you?
You're doing well. You guys can. You can
Come
yeah.
on in
We can do like the barbershop quartet
Don't
around
leave
here.
me.
I want to sit next to Peggy.
Good.
Hello.
I love meeting all of you face to face.
Peggy needs a back rub, Josh. And so
Yes.
Any particular specialty? you
nothing
care for?
personal. It's Wisconsin.
I'm so
All right.
excited someone else is the kicking boy.
I know, really. It's easier to be ignored in the chat than it is to be on a live show.
Peggy, is this your first ISTE conference?
No, it is not.
How many ISTE conferences is this?
Well, actually, this is number 10
Wow.
because I started in Philly in 2005 when it was NEC. And
Oh, yeah.
so this is my 3rd trip to Philly.
Wow.
Yeah, every year since.
And what do you think?
I think it's fabulous. It's the highlight of my year every year. And I have learned to find the things that are important to me, the people that are important to me, and just get around and take it all in. I love it.
Peggy, I'm curious, how has it changed over the past 10 years? What would you say the biggest changes in the conference and the attendees and whatever it may be?
You know, I wouldn't say there have been a lot of changes.
Mhm.
It's gotten bigger. And they've changed some of the organization so that there are different ways to connect now than there were. But even back in the very beginning, they had Bloggers Cafe,
Oh, great.
you know, and
Yeah.
and it was really the way I started finding my way at that first conference because I didn't know anyone. But what I decided to do was to go sit in Bloggers Cafe and just listen. And that's what I did. I just listened to what people were talking about. Brought my charger, or my charger and power strip along. Made instant friends because there was one
Right.
one
Somebody had that
outlet,
work.
you know.
Right.
So I had a 6 outlet strip, and so people would sit and talk to me with my strip, and that's how I heard what people were interested in
Mhm.
going to, what they thought of sessions they had already been to, and gave me some great tips to get me started. So ever since then, I always come to Bloggers Cafe because I know I'm going to learn a lot and meet great people.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Are there workshops or sessions that you're really looking forward to this year?
This year I didn't sign up for any workshops, but I have a number of events that I go to every year. I never miss Hack Education on Saturday or the day before the conference, the Unconference. It used to be EduBloggerCon. It used to have different names in the past, but it's the perfect way to get started at ISTE. You break in with a smaller group of people, but all passionate educators, and just having the opportunity to sit down in small groups and talk on topics organized sort of like Ed Camp, you know, where y'all put in your choices, and I'm usually a helper with that, so I was the person typing the choices into the wiki, and the photographer taking the picture, the group picture of everyone, and that's posted on the wiki already. So, but that is the highlight of the conference for me, and then from there, it's just I go to some of the social events, but mostly I like going to the panels. I like going to Ignite sessions if I can get into them. I also know that I love the keynotes, but I also know that they're all recorded. So spotlight speakers and keynotes If you know they're going to be recorded, then I don't mind missing them in person to be able to go to something else because I can watch it later. So those are some of the things that I have planned to do anyway. Today I have a really special day because the ISTE Making It Happen Awards are being given out, and all of us who have gotten that award before are wearing our pink jackets and celebrating with the people that are getting their awards, and that's right after this. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be a making it happen person.
Now, in your 10 years of attending ISTEs, have you presented?
Yes. I have presented in poster sessions and in panels, and I have never been chosen to be an individual presenter. But that's one thing that has changed. Several years ago, Steve Hargadon used to do ISTE Unplugged as sessions for people who didn't get chosen to be presenters at ISTE. And so for all 3 days of the conference, we would host half-hour presentations by anyone who wanted to sign up. And the fabulous thing about that was if you couldn't come to ISTE, you could log in and watch that live as it was happening, and then it got recorded. So that was great, and he hasn't been able to do that for the last couple of years. ISTE has kind of moved on and is doing some other things now, but that I got to present there too.
Peggy, we have a live audience here, a very active live
Oh, you
audience right
do?
now. We have some questions coming
Right.
in. Lisa Dabbs wants to know a little bit about your transition from principal to, in her words, social media maven.
Well, when you retire, it's very easy to become something else. And I retired as a principal and then moved on to being a university pre-service instructor and program director, and did that for another 7 years. So I was able to stay connected in schools, taught in the university students that based in an elementary school. So I never had to leave that school, and then went on and retired from there. And that's when I became really active with all the online things and started doing the Classroom 2.0 live webinar.
And that's just an amazing session that happens every Saturday.
Every Saturday, except for July. Take a little break in the summer because I'm a volunteer and I'm retired. And I can.
Do what you want.
I can do what I want. Yeah.
I like it. That's great.
Jeff, how are we doing with the giveaways?
Good. There's one posted. If you want to check out the hashtag TechEducator, we're going to give away a copy of Camtasia. So definitely check out. All you need to do to enter to win is retweet the tweet. And in the next 10 minutes, we'll choose a winner and we'll announce it live on the air.
You know, Peggy, I got to tell you, this whole idea about doing giveaways and interactive, that started with you because Classroom 2.0 is very interactive. When you first log on, there's the map of the world, and you're like, where do you have to go? You put your sunshiny face, and then at the end, you're like one of the only webinars that gives away professional development certificates.
Yes, you're right about that.
Talk about that. Why is that important?
It's important to our participants, and we just wanted to make it available if they could use it. You know, we can't guarantee that their district will accept it, but there are always people that download it afterwards. So it's many states require hours for recertification, and many of them are accepting these hours. So the bonus we give is that in addition to watching live shows and getting a certificate, you can watch a recording and request a certificate. And it's up to them to say, I participated and, you know, I want the certificate. We are not monitoring. We are not asking people to prove that they have learned something from it. We just want to acknowledge that teachers are spending their own time participating in professional development.
Peggy, I got to say, you're doing a great job. We have a huge audience that's here. And again, if you have any questions for Peggy, reach out. I believe right now we have about 53 people in the chat room, which must mean that you have 52 mobile devices that you've given people to log in here.
Oh, thank you, my friends.
We do have one question here. W Patue wants to know when you're going to be having a puppet host the Classroom 2.0.
A puppet show? What we
I'm
need
just
is a
reading this.
return puppet show. It's been a while since you've been on there. We really ought to have this whole team on, really, for one show. You guys
We can't even get the whole team on for our show, Peg.
We're all here now.
Wouldn't that be fun? I know.
Oh, Josh, you're still here.
You just do it from home. You don't have to be together.
Right. There you go.
That would be so fun to have you come and talk about this side of the show. You know, what happens behind the scenes and how you prepare for everything.
We have to talk about what happens behind the scenes.
We've actually already signed an exclusive contract with VH1 about that.
Oh,
one.
you have?
There's some dark
So I would
times.
need some special permission.
Behind the podcast.
Yes, really. I love the tech educators. Yes, here we go.
That's great. Hey, Jeff, we have 14 people so far entered to win Camtasia, so please make sure that you get your retweets in on the hashtag. Find the tweet that's talking about giving away a copy of Camtasia. We'll give that one away in about 5 minutes.
Nice.
So, Peggy, I have a
Awesome.
question. So, I'm fairly new to the Tech Educator Podcast team.
Okay.
But you're obviously a foundational member of the team.
Fan.
What value, what brings you back time and time again? What value are you getting out of
Well,
it?
I call her every weekend.
Yeah. Please.
You hit play.
He automatically puts it on my calendar.
Yeah, she's our subscriber.
I am a subscriber. But I would be here even if he didn't do that, because the shows are so practical and so helpful in learning how to use different tools, connect with people who are using them, get the resources, and it's just, and I know he's going to record it, and I can go back and watch it later.
But we
too.
lecture-
And I need that for the tutorial things. You know, you guys go really, really fast through some of that stuff, but I can go back and listen to it and pause it. And
So would you say that out of all of, and this is our 97th show, you've been there for all of them, would you say that you like the Google shows better than the Word, or do you like the WordPress shows better, or do you like the Apple shows better, or
Microsoft. What do you like, Peggy?
Come on, Peggy.
Oh, are you putting me on the spot? If
No.
I say Google, that's cross-platform, so that's anything goes, right?
I think what we're asking is, do you like the shows that David leads, or do you like the shows that Jeff Herb leads?
Who's your favorite tech educator?
You can get that back rub now.
I know.
Just going to use the quick
Oh, it
escape
feels
option.
better. I really. Eject.
Like, God, here I am in the middle of all these guys. No quick way out.
I know. It's the storyboard that ad at the beginning of every show.
Yes.
Gotta talk about the sponsor. That's why this girl's a maven.
Exactly. And they wouldn't happen without that. I bought storyboard that, and I don't even need it.
That was you?
Because that was me. Because you advertised it. I just
I
want you
shouldn't
to
have
know.
said that.
He's the editor, fortunately. He can fix
I'm-
these things.
Yeah, we're gonna.
No,
we're
it's
gonna-
an
You gotta
awesome
watch
program.
live because
Yes.
all the best bits end up on the cutting room floor.
That's so true.
It's odd. If you watch the movie show live, I'm in it. Subscribe to the podcast. Gone. It's like there's a puppet filter on
Yes, somehow on the show, all of Wokka stuff is muted with subtitles. I don't know how this
I
works.
know.
That would be fun.
Yes, it would.
I just want to know how Wokka got into this conference without a badge.
It's a fair point. It's a really good point.
He has no shoulders to hold the badge.
Security.
Yeah, that's something.
I have a badge. He doesn't.
So he can be ejected at any time.
I hope so.
I just want to point out for people that are watching, Chris Nesi got about 15 head turns when he screamed out security.
That's good.
That's a good way to get a live audience,
Yeah.
Chris.
Just keep yelling security. It's perfect. So should we give away one of these Camtasia licenses?
Why not?
So,
Quick, before somebody
Peggy, what
else
I'm going to
fires.
do is I'm just going to
All right.
scroll up and down to the people that have retweeted it.
All right.
And you can just tap on one of the names
Without looking.
without looking.
Okay.
And it'll be nice and random. So just
Tell me where.
There we go. Just tap right now. Perfect.
Sarah Bradbury.
Woohoo, Sarah!
Is that Here we go. Ready? You want to read the name?
She'll grow into it.
Why don't we? Josh hasn't done very much yet.
Josh.
I haven't done very much.
Read the name.
It's a loaded comment. All right. The name. You're gonna make me read it because it's a tough last name.
It'll be good.
All right.
Thanks, Josh, for crossing the stream for us here.
The name is Renee Sarmiento.
Renee,
All right.
congratulations.
Congratulations, Renee.
Hey, we
The
should
world needs
we
a
should put
genius,
out our
and you get a
Twitter
Peggy
handles
George.
so people know who our lucky winner was.
Yeah, Renee Sarmiento, ReneeSarmiento 5. We're going to go ahead and tweet that out so make sure that everyone knows that you won the copy of Camtasia.
What's crazy is there
Also,
are
check
4
your
others
direct-
of her. She's
What?
the 5th one.
Yeah,
Apparently. Didn't realize that was a common name.
Maybe number 5 is significant for her.
That's
She's
true.
retweeted frantically.
Yes. We will.
Good for her.
We will send that to you in a direct message, the license code for that. So good job, Renee. Thanks for participating.
We should be also giving away, like on Wait Wait Don't Tell Me, they have, you can win someone doing your voicemail machine message. Maybe we have Ralph Leway, Wokka doing your voicemail.
I love how you give away
We're-
my work like that.
We're,
dude.
we're giving away
And then we'll decide the logo for your blog.
That's what friends are for.
Do we want to give one?
You want to do another one?
Let's do another one.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's do another one. Let's pull up the list of people that have entered. Let's choose one from the list, right? What do you think?
Excellent.
I think that's a great idea. So anyone that's still in, we have 23 people that have entered so far. Peggy, why don't you choose another one?
Oh,
we
all
go.
right, here we go.
Ready, go.
Jeff Herb.
Barbara Cotter.
Yay, Barbara!
Cotter. All right.
Oh, she's my good online friend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Twitter handle at BC Cotter, Cotter. Congratulations. You've also won a copy of Camtasia.
Oh, congratulations.
And
Awesome.
And so, by the way, this is both for PC or Mac, so we'll figure out
Yes.
which one you need,
Yep.
and we'll get our friends over at TechSmith there. And by the way, if you're out there, since you're out there watching, please tweet out to TechSmith that we're thinking about them and that we're doing this because they love that stuff.
That's an awesome
and
gift.
they should know about this too.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
let's do one more.
Sure.
Uno más, por favor.
Uno más. Let's pull the
We're hitting all modes today.
pull the
Wokka.
list
Yeah.
here. Let me refresh it just in case somebody else has entered.
Good thought.
Don't want to skirt anyone of the opportunity. Yes, there was someone else since we loaded it. Here we go. Last
Okay,
one here,
ready.
Peggy.
She's getting good at this.
Rick Burkett.
Rick Burkett.
Ooh.
Nice. Rick
Nice.
is a rock climber, I see.
Yeah, well, he's some sort of mountain enthusiast.
We should do Twitter handles and
Read
websites
the
here on this.
profile.
All right, Rick. Congratulations.
That'll be great. He can load his device up with pictures when he's climbing, then use Fuse to drop it into Camtasia. That'll be amazing.
Do you
I'm
think
sure
he-
he'll be
awesome.
wearing
Do
a
you-
GoPro.
Do you think he's ever been on the side of a rock and seen another rock and he's tried to snag it? And
Oh, jeez.
Oh, snap.
Definitely.
It wouldn't be a Tech Educator show if there wasn't one moment where Jeff said something like that and everyone just slowly shifted.
yeah, but the problem is now everyone's seeing it and I can't switch the screen on you.
I call it a band director's sense of humor.
Ooh.
I
It's a
just
specific thing, huh?
It
Is
is.
that common?
It is.
Oh, okay. Good.
Some of my
Great.
best friends are band people.
I got up at 4 a.m. for this, Peggy.
You mean the humor gets better as we go?
No.
along.
No, it doesn't.
As it gets more delirious, the humor gets better.
I love to tease you because you do it to me all the time. So,
Somebody's got to be.
Who else is watching for me to tease?
I know, really. This is true. No,
Oh, that's awesome.
look at that.
We do want to thank our friends over at TechSmith, and can we just give a big shout out to Craig Yen for helping put all this together?
Right.
Yes, sir. Woo-hoo! You're the man,
Oh,
Craig.
I've still never met him.
The Not at ISTE hashtag is going live. It is going strong.
He is the one that makes that happen.
There's a Voxer group. There is a Google Plus group. The
There
hashtag is doing well. My phone has gone through 3 batteries already, and I've been plugged in the whole time. They are doing amazing. That was a good one. They
That
are
was a
doing
good
amazing.
one.
And so, Craig Yen, thank you so much for all that stuff. Jennifer, thank you for
Hooray,
doing all that
Craig!
stuff. The Not at ISTE crowd is absolutely great, and if we're missing somebody, it's just absolutely amazing here. I'm just looking at the Voxer chat going on.
Yeah, not sleeping since 1995.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Really, really, really.
Those you
Now,
can't see it, but Wokka's in the middle of entertainment.
Wokka went to visit my kids this weekend,
I heard that.
and it was an amazing thing. And I got to say this because he's not paying attention.
Oh.
Wokka completely lights up a room when he walks in.
He does.
And right
Look
now
at
we're
her.
watching him absolutely make somebody smile.
That is Kevin Honeycutt's little girl.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, nobody on the TV that can see this.
I
They're just
know.
watching us watch somebody else.
We'll tweet out a picture to the hashtag.
There you go.
Excellent.
'Cause
Excellent.
It's pretty great.
Retweet the picture to win another copy of Camtasia.
There you go.
Dead air.
Oh, because we're all mesmerized.
I
right?
know.
That's how that works.
No, I'm
Why
thinking,
doesn't he
okay, that
mesmerize us like this each
I
week?
know.
I don't know.
We need more puppet.
We need. Oh, please.
He needs to use his puppeting skills for good.
Teacher Cast needs more puppets. Like I need more diapers in my life. All right.
Good stuff.
How
Good
cute.
stuff going on here, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I know there's people that are listening that might be here at the conference. Is anybody presenting here this week? Sam, tell us what you're doing.
This week, tonight I've got a high engagement teaching with puppets workshop with Doug Robertson, who's at The Weird Teacher. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about bringing creative energy into the classroom, using YouTube for instruction, and just getting your kids creating quickly. Tomorrow we've got a super awesome Google and Apple designing digital learning experiences panel, and Wokka is actually going to be moderating that one. Wokka's never done anything in moderation, so I'm a little nervous about that. And on Wednesday morning, I've got a workshop on, what is it on? It's on supporting literacy through coding in grades K through 2. So taking students who aren't yet reading and giving them coding activities that actually help build their reading skills.
Nice.
I'm excited about it. Fun stuff to share.
That's a lot of great presentations.
Fun stuff.
David, are you leading or attending this year?
I am mostly attending. I'm going to be Sam's lackey for a few of his sessions, and
Thank
then
you.
you're very
You
welcome.
get to hold his puppet?
I don't think
If
that's
he's
allowed.
lucky.
Yeah. And then I'm doing a session at the Google for Education booth on geo tools.
Dave, I want to give you an opportunity here to talk a little bit about one of the things that you're passionate about, which is Apps University. I know we're going to sometime over the summertime do a whole show on this topic, but could you tell us a little bit about it? Because you have a captive audience here, and I'm really, really proud of all the work that you're doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. A colleague and I, Mark Beck, and I recently started a organization for professional development around the integration of technology in education.
Awesome.
And so we're working with schools throughout the state of Connecticut to help them with their implementation and their rollout over 1 or 2 year periods. And we're also running Google for Education summits. And Mark is going to be at the Apple Distinguished Educator program later on next month. And we hope to also help a few schools with their one-to-one iPad rollout. So this is a new thing for us. We're really excited about it. We had a great team, including Jeff, at our most recent Google in Education summit in Connecticut. And we're hoping it's the
Exciting.
beginning of a really
Good.
great thing.
Great.
Chris,
Good to
tell us a little bit about what you're planning this for the next 3 days here.
Well, this is it for me in terms of attending the conference.
Oh, you're leaving already?
Check.
Well, I drove here, so it's okay.
That's true.
Yes, check please. But I'm looking forward to today, walking the floor, meeting the vendors, similar to what, Mr. Herb's going to do. I want to talk to people, since I have the podcast, and I just
Yes.
want to keep taking advantage of the fact that I can make a lot of face-to-face connections. I mean, I've met you, and I'm happy I can say that. To meet Peggy,
Chris.
I've seen all you guys, and to shake hands, high five.
Yeah,
It's going to be great. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
good.
Josh, what are you looking forward to?
Let's see. Can I be heard from back here?
Yes.
Yes. Sweet. Good. Booming voice. Obviously, I think it's the same thing. It's meeting the people. It's a big country. It really is. And, it's great that we can connect weekly, every once in a while we connect weekly all together, and it's awesome. But the physical space, it just completely changes the dynamic, and it's so much more amazing to be in person with all these people. And that's been most of my time. I feel like since I got here yesterday afternoon, it's just been meeting new person after new person, but they're not new. But I already know them. But then you actually get to meet them in person. And the most amazing part is everybody is who you thought they would be in a good way. Like it's really been awesome. Like everybody is surprisingly awesome, and they do not disappoint. And that to me is the best part. There's a few sessions that I'm looking forward to on some redesigning professional developments and things like that can help me as a tech coach back where I'm from. But those connections are the biggest thing for me by far.
Nice. Jeff, how about yourself?
I'm really excited about the podcasting session tonight. Birds of a Feather. So that should be a great time for us to be able to network and share ideas and really just have a great time. So looking forward to that. And networking, talking with others, sharing ideas about what people are doing in their buildings. This morning, each morning so far, I've gone to the Coffee EDU with Alice Keeler, and that has been a blast.
That sounded like so much fun.
A lot of fun. It's at the Starbucks on Market Street, 1500 Market Street, 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
But it is absolutely worth it. If you've questioned going or not, definitely take the opportunity to go, because it has been great conversations. We learned about entrepreneurial classes that are starting to pop up in different buildings, and that's been a really great conversation about how classes are becoming startups, and they're creating businesses, and the students are making websites for local businesses, and really drumming up that whole, not just the skills of designing a website, but also the client piece, invoicing, really identifying what the customer wants and making it get to that point under a strict time frame. So that was a really cool conversation, and how we're going to be implementing that in our buildings too. So, just great conversation.
I have one more thing to share.
The floor is all yours.
I am planning to go to the podcasting Birds of a Feather session. And right before that, I'm going to be participating in a panel that Steve Hargadon has organized about School 2.0, where is it headed? And Steve and I will be on the panel, Lucy Gray, Ira Sokol, and Pam Moran are going to be on the panel. So looking forward to that.
Did you need a puppet in there too?
I don't think so.
Do you want to think about that at all?
Well, I'm not the organizer. So.
Yeah,
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Guys, first of all, we're going to do a couple things today. We have our video camera, so we just want to get a quick picture. And in my world of editing, that just means we're going to freeze for 30 seconds.
And no talk.
All right, and then we're all going to give Peggy a big hug. And then I have a special thing I need you to do on air. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's enough for Final Cut. Now, Peggy, I want you to look right into the camera, and I want you to say, I'm Peggy George, and you're watching the Tech Educator Podcast.
I'm Peggy George, and you're watching the Tech Educator Podcast.
Peggy, thank you guys so much. Gentlemen, thank you guys for being here.
That was great.
Thank you.
And thank you guys out there. We're going to pause for a few moments here, and we are going to be back with our last segment of the day, Edutopia. I'm really looking forward to this.
Awesome.
Great show. I'm Peggy George, and you're watching the Tech Educator Podcast, and so am I.
And so am I.
Or I'm Peggy George, and you're watching the Tech Educator Podcast with me and Craig.
I'm Peggy George, and I'm watching the Tech Educator Podcast.
Peggy, thank you guys so
I thought
much.
it was ironic.
Guys, we will be right back in a few minutes. Edutopia is here. We're just going to clear out some air, and thank you guys. I'm going to put up tomorrow's schedule.